What's going on, guys? Ray here from Full Time Adventure, and welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we're 3 months into the travel and we've decided that some things are working, some things are not working. So what we're going to be doing is focusing on the changes we're going to be making today. I'll show you around. We are now here at this facility at our friend's place, and I have the opportunity to just sit down again with pen and paper, see what worked, what didn't work, come up with new designs, and we just take a bit of a breather, recalibrate, and then the main thing we've been struggling with is the ability to not go remote for a lengthy period of time before having to come back. So I guess the main goal here is to make the setup so that we can go remote for much longer. I'm talking 3 weeks, a month in the bush without having to go back to shops for water, food, power, whatever we might need. So I guess if you call this first 3 months chapter 1, then going into next chapter, I want a clean slate of having a rig that is more equipped for long-term remote travel. The other thing is, believe it or not, after 3 months of travel, it does feel like you need a holiday. A lot of people might not understand that, but full-time travel is hard work, and it does feel like we need a holiday. So we're thinking we should just fly to Bali and go have a holiday. One of the first things I've done is just removed all of Starlink's wiring, the router, everything out of this position. It was only chucked in there last minute because the power point was there and it was just convenient, and the satellite dish thing just goes up there, so the wire just goes down there and stuff. Removed all of that, which frees up a lot of room here, which now we can open the fridge and we can open the pantry and stuff without a bunch of wires getting caught. Second thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting rid of the deal pull-out sink. So we noticed that we're not using it as frequently as we probably could, and we end up just using this little hand sink that I made to wash little cups and dishes more than pulling out the big boy. So I figured it's a tremendous amount of space that it takes up, and it could be turned into more of a drawer and be utilized as free space in terms of storing all our pots and pans and things like that, which means we're freeing up more room for more food, which ultimately means we can be more remote for longer. So this here, my beloved sink that I spent many hours designing and building, is coming out. And this is the whole unit, which you've seen in the build series. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is already a shape of a drawer and a box. All I need to do is put a piece on the bottom and then basically remove the sinks and neaten up the top, which will turn it into a big drawer. It's already got the slides, it's already got the mechanism to even drop it down. So when we're organizing the drawer, we can pull it out and drop it down, organize the drawer, lift it back up and slide it in. Everything already works, don't have to spend too much time building a whole new box. So let's get to it. Now, because we're not home and we're relying on basic tools and other people's facility here, what I did was went to Bunnings and got them to pre-cut a piece of ply, which will basically turn the bottom section into the bottom of the drawer. So there you have it, you already have the drawer, and then next we're just going to remove the 2 sinks, and then we'll just neaten up and cut the top out. All right, the grand reveal, here we go. Hannah's so excited, I just put it in and she's already packing it. And look at this, all this storage now. I kept the little division thing in here, and then I kept this little doorway in. So if we want to put little things that we still want to access from the side, which will be easier considering Hannah's height versus my height. Oh, there's heaps of room in here now. As we work our way around to this side, I'll just open this. Just move this out the way. Now this side obviously got my workshop, the freezer, but then this was always vacant space for bits and pieces like the tent peg, fishing gear, camp oven, stuff like that. This is all getting removed. I've got something big planned for this section here. Some people are going to say it's overkill, but because we value our time and because we use this vehicle to explore, which means we value our time even more because more time means more exploring. Because we're in the bush, we can't hire cleaners and we can't hire people to come and wash our dishes. So what's the next best thing? I'm talking a full dishwasher built in here. Hard plumbed, hard wired, connected, draining system wired up, hooked up, plumbed up. I'm talking open the lid, chuck the dishes in, shut the lid, click the button on, let the hour or 15 or 25 minute cycle go. You go out and explore and you come back to steaming hot, clean dishes. This is happening. This is gonna happen. I'm telling you now, I'm gonna make it work. It's so cute. Look at you cooking breakfast. All right, next, because we're using this a lot now, instead of removing it and packing it away, I wanted to come up with a design or a little locking mechanism here where I can fold this up and it will fold right in, and the sink will fold right in neatly. They will stay there on the back, and then when we use it, it'll just be like a pin or a clip that unclips, and we can freely use this. Whole arm can tuck in right flush here because this space is not used.